Are they okay?
Ooh. I just checked my proficiencies. I have 4, but I meant to have 5.
Why do you have 5?
What?
Because I'm a half, so get an extra.
Oh yeah, half elves get an extra proficiency, but they don't get any of the extra other stuff that people get. That's why. They just got that blood, that's why.
And she.
Yeah, just that's it.
Yeah, so I think I'll put it into either nature or history.
Yeah. Kian, Shah, which of you are recording today?
I am recording. But yeah, there won't be Discord display.
Oh no, it's fine. We'll just put like no Discord today.
What? Just what? No Discord today? What do you mean?
The display thing.
Display?
I think. Are you using your phone as well?
It's fine. I got it.
I can kind of record it from my end as well. Hold on, give me a moment.
Okay, so I was talking to one of the waiters just now. Lol. Extrovert problems.
Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna start up my own OBS as well. Then we can kind of back this up if anything happens.
It's already start recording.
Mine as well. Give me a moment. And
so Shah, you're just gonna have to crop it properly.
Window. Properties.
Alright.
No worries.
Start. Can you guys keep talking? I need to balance out your.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello.
You've joined the game. Here are available chat commands you can use. Just type any message and press enter, and it will appear to all other players.
Fine.
Cool. It's a bit odd. Why is this thing not doing the proper? Okay.
Problem is by fixed.
Nah, is mine just Windows size for some reason?
It's the Windows.
This happened before.
Yeah. Did it.
Boom. Okay. I'll just get into it really quickly. Everybody, welcome back to Dunces and Dragons. My name is Flowers. Ben, here today to run in the D&D game one more time. On the last session, our adventurers beat the Forgotten Chancery. Not really beat. They managed to extract the treasure that the Balthazar's orb, I think, that Saladin was looking for, and they managed to get back. Blah blah blah. But now usually we go into downtime pretty quickly, but due to some issues today, especially with internet and some people not being present, we're gonna hold off on downtime for a while, and we're gonna run through some very simple stuff like accounting and just going through whatever loot that needs to be pawned off and just settling all our lifestyle stuff so that we have more time to run through downtime on the next session, because there's something very important happening, an event. We'll be looking forward to that. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but for now we're gonna clean up and just make some time for next session so that we can run more stuff. So Karen Nakit is not here today. Bo is not here today to play the game. Only we only have Kian, Shah, and Ben for today. So yeah, we'll just start and run through some stuff. So once again, we're not going to run through any downtime actions at all. We'll settle that on the next session. But for now, we're going to go through mostly role playing, mostly who you want to talk to and interact with. That means that you technically cannot employ their services, but you can get information from them and talk to them about stuff. That's it. And I'll settle next time.
Account.
Yeah, it's basically just accounting.
Accounting.
But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go through this one by one. We're gonna do our lifestyle roles first, so that we can settle this real quickly, because I need to see whether your goal gets affected at all. So in this case, I'll start with Shah as usual. It's gonna be Cecile.
Okay.
It's a 1d.
Actually, let me see this first. I need to look at the document I have and see what happens again. Let me see. Blah 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 blah. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. Let's see how much it's going to cost you in your lifestyle expenses. Where are you living again? Where's Cecile going to be living for the time of
the
maybe
only
the next 2
affordable
weeks?
place is Sword and Bottle.
Okay.
Even though.
Wait, Cecile wants to live at the Sword and Bottle, or do you want to live at the Sphere of Lightning?
Well, it's the only affordable place. I think Sphere of Lightning is how many G?
A few GP. I think
But the thing
you wrote
is,
that down last time.
I think the thing is, I'm not going to live in like Sphere of Lightning. You'll be going back to them. How are you gonna?
No. Regardless, you're going to have to settle where you want to live after you get back from Elm, because you're only there for maybe a few days and you get back here again. So that still counts as the same no matter what. Yeah. The way the cost goes is that it's kind of averaged out. It's not really specific how many days it is, but this is on average no matter what. Like even if you're on here for like 3 out of the 7 days, you're still going to spend that much. But
How much it costs to Sphere of Lightning?
I think
GP per night?
you wrote. Yeah, you wrote that down
GP
last time.
per
5
night.
GP per night.
I don't have enough to spend all those. I still need to save up money. So it's gonna be Sword and Bottle, and he's gonna try to upgrade the Sword and Bottle so more comfortable.
Let me see. What was the price for Sword and Bottle? I think it was 4 silvers a day.
Yeah, 4
SP a day, right? So let's just go with 4 SP times 7. That's gonna be 28 silvers off of you as usual. I can hear your pain. You're not sharing a room with anybody this time, right?
No, I've never had any room with any.
Got it. Okay. You're gonna live poorly. In this case, and it's gonna be. I need you to roll a 1d20 on roll 20, please.
Alright.
It's gonna be a -3 modifier, and then we'll see what happens to you with your lifestyle event.
10.
That's gonna be the 10. Normal life, nothing strange occurred. So everything went pretty smoothly for you.
This time.
That sounds great.
Okay, blah 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 blah. Pace of the choosing, blah blah blah. Okay, you're done with that. No need to do any downtime activities, I do not think. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, you're done. You're actually done with that already. So no downtime actions available for you at all this time, because I think we're going to be doing that.
Yep. It's just lifestyle, right?
Talking to people and doing accounting.
Yeah, that's fine. So next person.
Oh wait, no. What do you want to do?
Huh?
Maybe we can settle the party loot first.
Yeah, we can set up.
Yeah.
I think everyone do the lifestyle.
You want me to
first?
settle everyone's? You want me to settle everyone's lifestyle? Okay. I'll go over to Shah.
Yes, sir.
Where does Maribeth want to live for maybe the next week or so?
Because she's gonna settle her stuff immediately, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is gonna stay at the Sword and Bottle to keep her employer.
Okay. I mean, you can keep on living there. I mean, this isn't saying that. It's just that you only disappeared for like 1-2 days. When you get back, it's like you're still at the same place.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
if you
we
want.
square off rent like for a month or something? Like she just pays rent there to stay there for a month.
You can definitely work something out with Avon. Like, what's your negotiation? You want to pay like the full price?
It depends on how much it is. So pretty much she'll probably go to Avon and sort of negotiate her terms of payment minus her living expenses.
Yeah, give me a moment, yeah. So I don't think we ever went through this, but the calendar I generated for Alum and most of Dunces and Dragons is actually 5 weeks for per month.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you about 35 times 4. It's gonna be 140 silver.
Do I have that? That's about
1.4.
That's 1 gold for. That's 1.4. That's 1.4 gold.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
You can do that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think Abel might should be able to deal something for you. So let's say he's going to 4 times 7.
Oh.
He's only going to be asking from you 120.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're working for them, so he's gonna spare you a little bit.
That's true. Okay.
Cecile, Sword and Bottle. So Meredith as well, Sword and Bottle, and it's gonna cost you for 1 month. It's gonna be 120. Okay. Roll a 1d20 minus 3, please.
Give me 1 second. 1d20 minus 3. What? Are 1d20?
Also, I don't think we got it in the recording, but yes, this is a new map. I really like it. Took some time to make it, but it's
7.
nice. Oh, 7. Wow, okay. What does that hit you with? I might need to fix this chart in the future, actually. But 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's gonna hit you with. You've been hit with equipment upkeep. You have some unforeseen expenses for your equipment. Lose. What is your level, please?
Level
You're all
3 at the
3.
moment.
3. So can you roll me a 3d4? Also, how much gold do you have on you again?
Hang on. 3d4. I think I have about. Let me check. Minus expenses, right? I think I have about.
Yeah, no, like what's your total gold right now? How much is it?
24? 34.
34? Okay.
24.
Yeah, just roll 3d4,
24.
please. 3d4.
I mean, she has 20.
Oh, yeah, 24. Okay. Can you reduce 7 gold pieces from your expenses, please?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's worse than malnutrition.
I know.
Mine is
Yeah.
negative 1.
I think there's a way to explain this, which is on the last session, you basically tore off like half your armor while fighting things.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she
Yeah,
doesn't
so
have armor.
Rose basically just goes through the motions, takes the money and fixes everything up.
Okay.
Mm.
That's a lot.
I mean, to
though, 'cause
fix
she
this in
doesn't wear
future, maybe
armor.
give you guys an option to whether you want to pay or not pay at all. Yeah, but that's it for you.
Can
I'll
you
move
hear
on
me?
to Ben. Nerith.
Hello.
Hello, Nerith?
Hello, hello.
Okay. Now, on the last session, you actually worked. I think you actually shared a room with Meredith. Meredith, do you want to do that again, or
Yeah, sure.
Savings.
saving? Okay. So if you want, you can split the cost with Meredith. It's up to you guys how you want to arrange it. Hello?
Okay. We can split it, I guess. Or would you like to enjoy more savings? I don't mind paying a bit more, since you negotiate a cheaper rate.
Well, I don't mind sharing. I think it's relevant.
Okay. So how much did you pay? I shall pay half.
She paid 120.
Gain the money. Silvers, is it?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll pay 60 and then you can get back 60.
Got it. That should at least that's 0.6 gold back, so that should be quite nice for Meredith, I guess.
So much pride.
Okay, I need you to roll me a 1d20 minus 3 as usual.
I got a 10.
10. Nothing happens. So you live a pretty normal life. Nothing happens at all. Your spendings are pretty normal and nothing out of the ordinary at all. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through accounting right now. What do you guys want to do?
Does he just wake up in his...
I'm gonna assume that for like before you guys go to Adlon, maybe 1-2 days, nothing notable happens like at all, and you basically have like 2 full days to do whatever you want to like go through the motions.
You just go as a group. Or this group.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
You have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Who do we go to first?
Want to go to Maddie? You said you have... You were the one who talked to Maddie.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mally indeed. But what are we selling? That is the thing.
Okay, let's discuss what you want to sell, alright? From the first dungeon that we went through,
Mm-hmm. You have the gassed flesh.
and we still have the gas flash. What about other stuff?
From the first dungeon,
The gas slash
I don't
has
really
been
have-
sitting inside your backpack for
There
like
is a
2
ton
weeks now.
scale mill. I think Mary used that already, right?
I
Did
I
she
have
give
two
it to
short swords,
Rose?
but I think we can just give that to Rose if you want.
No, I think I sold it off or something because it was torn and unfixable.
Oh yeah, you
I think you
gave
gave it to her just like as a gift. Like here,
Yeah,
you can
you take it.
Yeah, I think you gave it to Rose as a gift.
Yeah, but I do have a
I've-
great sword with her. That I need
I have
to get
2
back.
short swords that you can sort of have if you want, because I can't use them anyway. I might
You
keep
can try to
one
sell
just
it
to
to this guy though.
have
Hmm.
to Mally. I don't think so.
No, Maddie's
Yeah,
fence.
Melly promised to connect you guys with a fencer, I think.
Yeah, it's a fence.
Okay.
So like whatever we find from a dungeon, we can sell it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think only for like valuable stuff though, not random
Oh, short
adventure
swords
loot.
are stuff.
I mean, it could be
They
expensive
have
short sword.
they have to accept it.
Not
They
have to
have
accept
to?
it, but like it's what that is.
Mhm.
Okay,
Hey,
so-
maybe Rose could make it lighter, so you can use it. I don't know. Does that work? Is that how it goes? I don't know.
Okay, so like what about books? I don't think books has an offense.
No. The books I will take to Celadin and see if she can tell me how much they
That's
are
like
worth and
Cecile
what.
took one copy him.
Yeah, I think the books can go to like the library people, like the Raven's archives, or Celadin herself.
That means we don't really have
That would
much
be
stuff to sell to the fencer.
Like I think
Uh,
Spencer would be stuff like gemstones, etc. Maybe.
Okay, I
really
do
fine,
have
though.
silverware and a candlestick. And
Ah,
wine.
maybe that goes to the fencer.
Yeah, that can go. What about like large fangs?
Ooh.
Nah, probably not. I'm thinking the fencer deals with like treasure. So like tapestries or whatever, like random shit.
Too bad we didn't take any.
I think we were just, in pain.
Because like we are so in pain. Like Cecile made a mental note, take all these rocks and stuff back, but he went down. No one cared.
And he didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Hey, can we sell the really old, expensive-looking wine at the Lightning?
Bit of lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually,
I have 3 bottles.
Equal.
I'm gonna save one.
it's not wine. I think it's random.
Mine is wine.
But it doesn't have label. I don't think.
I think we specified it as 8 just really old alcohol. That's it.
Yeah, really old
Really?
alcohol. You don't know what kind of
'Cause,
wine it is.
Oh. Okay.
You can try to open one and see what's in.
Nope, I'll save it. I will save it
Save it
for
for what?
for
A
later.
special occasion.
Special
Yeah.
occasion.
So I have 3 bottles of wine for a special occasion
Oh yeah, what about the chest
that I
we
have to
got?
leave somewhere. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, you took an entire chest with you back
Yeah.
home, right?
yes we did.
Did
Yeah, do you want
Wait,
to try
we
opening
haven't
it?
opened that yet.
Yeah, you haven't opened it at all.
We should open
Look
it.
at what even is inside. Give me a moment.
Yeah, let's open that first.
Yeah.
Because inside is probably stuff that we want to sell.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Or money.
I
for
completely forgot about dragging that freaking chest out. Those old tunnels.
You guys were trying to drag it. I guess.
You guys, where do you guys take it from again? I think it was
After
where
the
was it
orb
from?
and then some
Yeah, it was
contraption.
it was yeah, it was in
It was
the
a-
pedestal and such like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was underneath the pedestal, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. How do you guys want to do this then?
Bo.
Bo. He's not here
It's
today.
not here.
Yeah, he's out in the forest, and
Is
you
he
guys are
even
basically just looking around for
proficient in-
bow.
I don't think he's even proficient. Oh.
He's not
Yeah, he's not proficient.
because we passed him the lockpick.
Yeah, but he
He's
uses it
proficient
with
in.
his
He's actually
normal.
proficient. No, he
Oh.
is actually proficient. I think in sleight of hand. That's why I could do it better than you guys.
I have +3 in my
You can do that too if you want.
We could just like do it slowly.
Yeah. I remember it
And
was a
if it-
very complicated lock, right?
It takes a lot of time, but I don't think it was difficult, was
Wait,
what he said.
can Meredith sort of look at the chest itself? Is it made of wood, metal?
It's a wooden chest. I remember saying this with a very. It's a pretty normal lock, but it's a high quality lock.
But the chest is wood.
Yeah, the chest is just like regular good old wood. It's banded with some gold painted iron, I think.
Can I just use my axe?
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead if you
What
want.
if there is fragile
Okay,
things
okay.
inside?
We'll
Take the
we'll
brush.
do this in character.
You wanna do this?
Yeah, let's do it in character.
Right, guys. So what do we do about the lock?
It looks
Just
at the
3 people in the room
chest.
staring at the chest on the floor.
Where is
Exactly, it's
Bo?
like- I think he did something. He's doing something with his bear.
Gonna take
and
those
he
tools
won't
from
be
him.
back.
Let's assume Cecile took the. I'm going to attempt to.
But Cecile has passed out.
Oh yeah. Wait, is this outside the dungeon? Right outside the dungeon? When back?
Yeah, we're outside the dungeon. I think we can settle that next time about how Cecile woke up.
Yeah, but like,
Let's just
okay,
assume
let's
this is
say
like
after he woke up. Yeah, in this room, staring down at the.
Oh, you wanna roleplay that? You wanna roleplay that right now, or do you wanna
Uh,
roleplay that next session?
We can do it next time.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
he
then
did
let's
some
just assume this
disgusting
was like
thing.
a couple of days. Yeah, just a couple of days after like you woke up, and
We've
that's even passed.
rested.
Yeah.
And we're sort of in a room. Like, whose room are we in? I mean, Cecile's room would be safest, right? She's alone.
Yeah.
Like, she has a lot of space.
He has a lot.
I mean, he has a lot of space. Sorry, I think it was you. So we're in your room, if you allow us.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So, what do you want to do about this?
Just try
Like,
to.
I could take my axe. It's pretty simple wood.
No. I don't idea. What if there's a fragile
I
thing
really-
inside?
I really know what's inside. I really want to know what's inside, though.
Okay.
It's been 3 days.
Whatever it is, it's not magical, I think.
I'm going to think.
All right, I'll
me a
wait
second.
10 minutes.
Alright.
Yeah, remember you looked at it and you didn't see anything magical inside at all.
But it's super heavy.
But it was fairly heavy.
It was
so.
super heavy.
Oh, just super heavy.
That's So I just roll with my sleight of hand, right?
Mm-hmm. And then let's see if you can beat it. Yeah, and then we'll see if you can beat it. Do you have any lockpicks on you?
Just say I borrow it from Bo.
You have the broken
let's
one.
say, you borrowed from Bill. Can you then in that case can you roll for me? I think it was roll for me. I think what did I make him roll last time to see whether it broke? Let me see. Yeah.
I think it was just a D20.
Just D20. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, no. Roll me a 1D20, please. Cecile, just a plain 1D20.
Let it be good.
That's
So
good.
21 is to open
Pretty
the
good.
lock, 16 is for the lock.
Yeah, it's to see if it breaks. Let's see. 16. It does not break. So your one last lockpick, shaky hands entering, but you kind of calm yourself and you finally just click. In about a few minutes, you work through it and it opens. The lock, heavy and iron, just falls on the floor.
Ooh, so
And
it's like,
it's ornate.
Is
Yeah,
the lock
chest is
reusable?
the lock is ornate. It's reusable, definitely. I think you can definitely try and lock it up again, but you don't have the key.
let's find a
but
locksmith.
maybe we just want to lock something and be like, ho ho.
Mhm.
And harass
Why we
people
want
with
to
it.
get back the stuff? Oh,
No, like let's say we're escaping and
Cecile?
we find a door, we shut the door and like lock the door so nothing can follow us.
Cecile, if I may, can I have... Thank you. So I take it. But it's unlocked. I make sure it never gets locked until I need it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then we open the chest.
Go, Mary.
Okay,
Cecile
who
was
wants
just
to open
gonna
it?
swipe his hand and look at you guys do the work.
Good job. Opens the chest. What do we see?
Da-da-da-da.
Da 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 da. So the moment you open it, the chest, the top of it just like opens it like very heavily, just like hinges to the back, and you look at what's inside the box. The very first things you see is what looks like covering just the top of it. It's what looks like this very old. It's old and aged, but it's this smooth silk, sort of a coat on the top. It's a purple colored silk coat.
Silk coat.
Oh,
Cecile
Fancy.
takes a
Yeah,
look
it's on the
at
very
it.
top. It's
Takes
it's
it-
like a silk kind of robe.
Cecile takes it up.
we take it out and like lay it on the bed, I suppose.
Yeah.
Look at what's
Cecile takes it out
in
and like put it there. Fancy.
Yeah, it's a pretty fine quality silk coat. The moment you take it off, you see what is basically just a mountain of coins.
What?
Yeah, like just a box full of it.
So,
We all
Cecile,
like,
I can't
"Whoa."
count really well.
Yeah, there's a high variety here. Most of them are bronze and copper. You can see silver and gold peeking out of it, and you can see what looks like some other stuff buried underneath the coins as well. This probably was a pretty organized box in the past, but it seems like it's been mixed up a little bit.
We tried. Okay. So it's mostly bronze coins, right?
Yeah, you see a lot of brown colored coins, but
Okay.
you can see there's a scattering of silver and gold as well.
Right. Cecile is like,
Okay,
okay, let's
we-
just put aside all these coins and see what's in.
Meredith is going to tip everything over onto the floor
No.
as quietly as she can.
No.
No?
Cecile says, no.
Everything
You're
falls
messing
out.
up my
want that?
room. If
Well,
you
how
do
else
that.
do you want me to carry this?
No,
We're
no.
going to split
We
it.
will organize this after we find out what's under the box.
Well, it's pretty
Yeah, we'll
difficult
just unpack
to get what's
everything
under
first. I think
the
that's
box if we can't take everything out.
Okay, we can take our own sweet time to sort this out. But let's just like push the coins aside.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Fine.
You have to be more tactful with this. These are coins.
Oh man.
You have to separate them in very nice.
Isn't that what I'm trying to do? You know, put it outside.
That will mess up my.
I will continue looking at what's
Yeah,
inside
we
while
just
they are.
look what's inside.
Yeah, I like the thing that you both are just arguing and Nero just walks forward. You have to just ignore him.
Let's just look at the thing.
Let me look at what you guys got actually. Just give me a moment. Yeah, this should be pretty good. Okay, Nerif, I need you to write the following down. It's going to be a mouthful, okay? I need to write this down. 2,200 copper pieces.
2,200. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
only Nerif writes this down for now. You can pass this. You can pass the info later on. 800 silver pieces.
All right.
Okay. 50 gold pieces. This is like halfway through counting. This is like halfway through counting when you're just like putting out the amount of coins on the side, trying to sort through like the amount. Yeah, like halfway through, Abram pretty much just comes out and like knocks on the door and just goes like, "Are you okay?"
We're fine.
Yes, we are fine.
We're
Thank you,
fine.
Aben.
Oh, okay. And he walks away. Yeah, there's a few things here to like really sort through. This is a hell of a ton of stuff. It's more than you thought. The first things that come to mind the moment you dig through all the coins, you can look at the bottom, and you see what look like several. Let me see. Yeah. Let me just. How do I do this again? GM roll, I think. GM roll. 1d4. Okay. Cool. You're looking through stuff, and you can see on the very bottom when you dig through, you see what looks like armor and statues, little statuettes, and what look like little accessories. You don't really take note of that just yet, but at the very bottom of the chest, on one side, with a bit of a not really a secret compartment. It's more like a mini chest within the chest, like a small box. You take it out, and when you open it, it's carved in like this spectacular floral carving on the very outside of wood. And when you open it up, you can see that there are what look like 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 square bottle. These bottles are kind of like tall and rectangular, and they've been stacked against each other, as in they've just been put in there, perfectly stacked in the kind of like perfect room space inside the box. There are what look like 4 differently colored bottles of ointments and liquids. You don't really know what they are. However, as you lift them up, one of them seems to have cracked over the years, maybe from rough handling. I'm gonna look at what this is first and tell you what it smells like. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you take out what looks like a glass jar, the square one. It's transparent. It's a transparent square jar. It's been cracked at the bottom. It's a little bit broken. It's leaked out. Inside, it's leaking out this like very thick mixture that's kind of coagulated on the side of the years. It smells almost like how do I say this? Almost like water that's stagnant. It's got that like faint smell of plant and maybe what maybe reminds you of aloe, some kind of like herb or something maybe. Not really musty. It just smells like old water, and it smells like plant, like aloe.
So aloe vera sort
Yeah.
of smell.
Yeah, there's 3 more. One is a brown colored jar, another one is red, and one more is what seems like a bit of a brownish yellow. You have no idea what they are yet. You have to take time to identify them, I think.
All right. What color was the first one? The one that was cracked?
First one is transparent. It's leaked out. Most of it's liquid. It's coagulated on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put all that back in the little carved box
Okay.
and put that aside. Is there anything else?
There is what looks like an iron armlet, and I think an armlet is it's an iron armlet. It's like a band of metal you can put around your arm. It's somewhat decorative. It's very plain. It's got barely any carvings. You can see there used to be an inscription on it, but you can't really read it. It's too faded. It's gone. There is what looks like a pair of feathered bracers. Yeah, there's what seems to be a pair of bracers made of feathers and old leather, binded together by twine. It's very fine craftsmanship, but it certainly doesn't fit any of you. Maybe it fits Bo, and maybe it fits Cecile. It's a bit of a smaller, slimmer size. It's definitely not going to fit Meredith. There is also what looks like remaining in there. What is this, actually? Give me a moment. Yeah, you're lifting through them, and let me see what you get. Yeah, you find what looks like an old wind chime made of pewter. Yeah, it's just like random knickknacks. And the last thing you find is what looks like a small statuette made of ceramic of what looks like a woman with white-colored flowing robes. She's kind of holding her hands forward. Both palms are kind of in sort of a like a beggar's position. The palms are put out as if accepting something.
Can I tell whether it's a important figure?
Can you roll for me? I think this is gonna be purely religion. Can you roll for me religion, please?
Religion.
Yeah, you can tell. You've seen her face before in the house of the journeyman. This is a statue of the journeying god.
Oh.
Ariel.
It is the journeying goddess.
Okay, so we know what that is.
Okay. And I don't think there's more. I don't think there's any more. There is, there's nothing else on this.
Just gonna
Okay.
obsessively trying to.
Oh, it's impossible, man. Every time you try to stack up the copper coins, they just fall over.
Oh,
It's
the copper coins
2,200 of them.
can be its own jump. We just like try to get all these silver pieces.
Yeah, this is like way too many for any of you to carry. You can put it maybe in your bag, but
Can
you're
we,
going to
like,
need to
get it-
exchange this.
Oh yeah, can Cecile actually get this exchange?
You can definitely do it at I guess the servant's folly, or find somebody to do it for you. But this is a high amount of stuff, man. It's a lot of small change though, so people should appreciate it.
Actually, it's good. If we can divide it amongst ourselves, whatever you like with it.
Mhm.
All right. So let's say we divided them. That would be like 550 copper
Per person.
and 200 silver and like 12. Or how are we gonna do like adventurer stuff? Should we just like take
It's up to you guys.
order
Yeah.
of everything?
You want to do like a group thing, so like you want to make this like super equal. Just put that 10 GP group wallet. Or
I should also note that Nerf here has the first count of the coins, so you could have technically snipped off any amount you wanted.
Yep. Of course. But he
Wow.
doesn't.
And honestly,
Meredith's like for the
Yeah,
team
I think we can take 10 GP out and put it into like the
community.
group piggy bank.
I
so
agree.
each of us get 10 GB and 110 community wallet.
Yes.
I will keep track of community wallet.
Yeah, so Cecil keeps track of community wallet. God, that's a lot of copper, man.
Plus 200 SP is equal to 2. If you think about it. But I think it's good to have change because we don't.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's a lot to carry though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
probably
once
like
change those copper silver pieces.
yeah, because like the 500 copper pieces just becomes 5 silvers. So you know,
5 silvers and 50 coppers.
yeah.
I think we can just go to Servant's Follower and see if we want to change.
Okay. But first, does anyone want to check out these bottles of strange liquid in the
Agree.
floral
I
box?
do.
I do. Let's go.
All right. What about the armlet and the leather
Still
thingy?
will take the rope for himself. If you guys don't mind.
Oh, go ahead. I
sure.
don't think it fits
Do you
my
want the rope,
complexion.
Nerif? He tries to put it on you and imagine you wearing it. It's like,
it would look pretty sassy on him.
he looks very. I mean, it's just trying to imagine him wearing the purple robe. It's like, oh. Like, if you don't mind, I'll take this rope.
Sure.
Get this sorted out and other stuff. Unless you guys want to take the omelet, Mary, on the omelet.
I don't think it fits me. I think it will fit my toe.
The iron armlet, though, I think that one's
the
bigger.
iron omelet is the bigger one. The feathered bracelet is
The feather bracelet.
Okay. Armlet. Oh, you know what? I think I'll take it. I'll ask Rosé what she thinks of it and if she can recover what it says on the armlet itself. I mean, it looks
sounds
really
good.
interesting.
You've done some good job in the dungeon. It's like, sure.
Right? She takes it.
And what about Nerif? I think you should take the bottle.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that's obvious.
It's obvious that
Alright.
it's for you.
I
Yeah.
shall take the bottles.
Yeah, you should take the
Spray bottles.
And
It's
the
like
mini
some-
chest. Yeah.
You can sell the wind chime.
Yeah, and we can give Bo the feather bracers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you'll like those.
Yeah. It's
The
very
small
healing.
statuette though.
Yes.
Are you guys
Agreed.
trying to make him look more like a hobo?
Yes, exactly.
No.
Yes.
So he's like, yep, definitely suits his hobo look. And I think we can set this.
So we have a statuette.
Either
that's,
that or we can give it to the, the House of the Journey. And
Oh,
Yeah,
garner
I
good
think
favor.
giving it to the House of the Journeyman would
Yeah.
be nice.
And garner good favor.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And if we go
Quite
there,
so.
we get like one health potion or something like that, right?
But yeah, the
Yeah.
holy water.
The mini health potion would
Yeah.
be really good.
Or the holy water. Travis
Yeah.
brew.
So we're selling the wind chime, the statuette.
No. We selling the wind chime only.
Okay, the statuette we're giving. Armlet is mine, and the
I'll
other
just
thing
put a note
is
down.
Yeah.
Nerif. Me. Sell.
Oh, did we give back the orb yet?
Not yet. I think we have to wait until Bo is here.
Okay. So we can actually leave going to
I think
What's her name?
I think timeline wise we could have done that before, like immediately after coming back. But
Yeah.
like we'll RP it later when he's here.
yeah.
So we're doing some time jump right now.
No, we can sell this way later.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we don't want to like hold on to the orb and have it stolen or some shit like that.
This one is like some after we finish the whole Saladin questing.
I think we can settle the Saladin stuff. We can say you've already passed her. You've already completed the quest with Saladin and everything's been settled there. And whatever gold she gives you, we'll compensate it on the next session. But for now, you're free to talk to her. We'll
Okay,
just
yeah.
treat it like she's already been given the orb. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
If like when Nerif had detect magic on, would he have seen the potions through the second box as well?
No.
Okay, so I will cast detect magic now, just like as a ritual, and look at the
Let's
things.
see what detect magic can actually read liquids. That's actually something to
It can tell me what school of magic it's from and whether or not it's magical. But that's it.
See,
If I want to find out more, I'll have to
Anybody
cast
have
identify.
identify?
that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic. So, okay, this is going to be a very interesting thing to look at because I'm going to see whether potions, even though they have magic-like effects, whether it actually is magical.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you can, alchemically produce things with biology and stuff like that. It's not necessarily magic, because then that means you just enchant water to do stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. Can you detect magic on potions? I guess?
Liquid?
Okay, yeah, somebody actually asked this before.
I think it depends on the potion. Like if the potion is like a poison or like a herbal thing, then maybe not. But if
Yeah, I
it
think if
were
it's just like normal
magic,
stuff, then it doesn't.
if it was like mundane, like acid, I probably wouldn't be able to tell. But if it were like something
magical,
fancy, then yeah.
like potion of flying or something.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna see this again. I'm gonna see which one can be detected. So, it's actually been mentioned in the raw before that potion of healing is actually a common magical item. So that does give me a framework to work with. But I'm gonna have to look at the rest of the potions and see whether they are. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it like this. Then, yeah, you do see faint magical auras on each of them.
Ooh, okay.
However, I think you think age has probably affected their potency a little bit, or maybe it's just too old of a magic for you to relook at it. You can't really tell what schools they're from, but you can definitely tell they can do something to the body.
All right. I'll go with an identify then. This will take a while. But
Oh, that's going on. Does it look
feel free to go to the bank and get our
Yeah.
coins change till I find
Yeah.
out what
Harry,
he's at.
come with me. We'll go get this.
I
Alright.
pass you my share of copper coins as well.
So we bring all the copper coin?
I'm not sure about Paul. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he wants it too. Of course.
Yeah,
No, it's in all
just get the
2,200.
coins changed for him too, I think.
And then Cecile casts unseen someone to help him carry all this stuff.
In like
the
a sack.
coins?
Kilos.
Yeah. In a sack. Actually, it might be too weak if you think about it.
I mean, it can
Unseen
take a certain
servant can
amount
carry
of stuff.
Oh yeah,
5
like the
kilos.
moment. Give me a moment.
5 pounds? No, wait. Was it 10 pounds? Because I remember calculating this. Like they can carry
I was
either
like,
5
back.
kilos.
Yeah.
5
The
10
moment
pounds.
you. So what? How
Five
many coins
kilos.
are you gonna put in the bag to give to the unseen servant?
I'm pretty sure I know how much coin it can carry, so I just give it a suitable.
Let me see.
How much does a copper coin weight? This is so many technical
That's a good
stuff.
If I remember correctly,
Proper
unseen
accounting.
servants, blah blah blah, perform simple stuff. A strength of 2. String of 2. A string of 2. I guess yeah. The moment you put on it,
There is like a weight that they say.
let me look at it
It
again.
is 10.
It's 10 pounds, right?
Yeah. And
No, it's 30 pounds.
13?
30.
No way is it 30 pounds.
It's 30.
That's 15 kilos, you know?
Yeah.
Let me look at it again.
This is 2,000 coins.
Yeah, I mean, Mary is gonna help,
It's a
and
lot of
unseen
money.
servant is gonna help, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
take some
Mary-
myself. It's
Mary
not like
can
I'm
help.
going to
Moment.
ask unseen servant to take everything.
Yeah.
Blah blah
I mean,
blah.
American
No, it
Standard
can
get
only
all the
lift
copper.
20 pounds. Sorry, it can only
20
lift
pounds.
20 pounds because with a
That's
string of
10
2.
kilos.
Yeah, that's 10
Yeah,
kilos.
it's just
That's
10
enough
kilos.
to help
So he can carry the silver pieces, I think, because it's
Yeah.
220 silver.
and help.
But will it get stolen?
It will be with me.
Okay.
So each one. Okay, got it. I can do this. How many was it again? 20 pounds, 10 kg. 10
20
kg in
pounds,
grams.
10 kgs.
That's 10,000 grams, and I think each copper coin in general is about 10 grams. So you can carry 1,000 coins.
That is.
Yeah, but yeah, you can carry like half the amount of the
Yeah.
copper coins, I guess.
I'll carry the other
it's
half
helpful.
and
And Cecile can carry
What?
the other half.
yeah.
So you're just gonna lug it in like what, your bags and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. What about the rest of your items?
Cecile's gonna leave it in his room.
Okay.
Because Nerf is gonna be inside doing ritual, right? Identifying.
Yeah. Mhm.
So we're gonna leave whatever that we have, I guess, with Nerif, and then make our way to
Cool.
the bank.
Yeah, you're gonna be a servants. You're gonna be the servants' hall. The servants' hall is not really a bank. It's more like a depositing house, depository house,
They
and
have coins.
yeah, they got
coins.
coins. I don't know whether it's enough though. Yeah, you move over there, and the moment you walk in, Fingali kind of looks up at the rest of you and kind of looks at the coins. Like the unseen, they were just carrying like a bag of coins, and then looks back at you, and you kind of just moves to the front of the counter and goes, "Yes, how can I help you today?"
With can we change coins?
You wish to exchange
Coins?
for higher currency?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you mind taking coins? I think it's very useful.
Well, yes, I can certainly help. I do have. We do offer exchanging coin exchange services. How many are you wishing to trade?
What's
I'll
higher
let
rate
Cecile.
before we go into?
Well, it depends on how much you wish to trade with me. The higher the amount of coins you have, the lower the fee, and the lower the coin, the less likely I'll be trading with you because
Cecile, like,
the servants
points
probably
at the back.
does not trade in low amounts.
It's about 2,000.
2,200 copper
and
coins.
800 silver pieces.
800 silver pieces. You wish to exchange this for gold?
Yeah, I guess for a copper point is. I want to change it to gold, guys.
Nah, silver.
I actually kept my silver coins. I only passed you the copper coins.
Oh,
to
so it's
change
all
to silver.
copper, right? Wait.
Yeah. So I have my 200.
Right, okay, so it's 600 percent 200 copper. So it's 600 silver pieces to 6 gold. At 2,200 points. Yeah.
He's kind of going through the figures, and he pulls up, looks at an abacus, and he's calculating some stuff. And he counts his fingers for a moment. For the coins you have on offer, I can trade you for perhaps. Would 20 silver and 8 gold pieces be sufficed? Twenty silver and 8 gold pieces.
Then if I ask Mary, do you mind?
Wait to me. Hello. I kept the silver, so you guys only have 600.
600.
Yeah, 600. It's just only 600.
Oh, you only have 600 SP on you? Then he's gonna offer you. Let me see. Yeah, he's gonna offer you 6 gold and 19 silver in that case.
By exchange.
We're losing.
6 fees, man. Silver and gold is a lot more rare.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think the silver pieces one is fine. It's just how much do you want to lose for coin? I mean, Cecil himself doesn't really mind super much, but I'm not sure about Mary. So he gives you that eye because okay with the deal. I think he thinks it's okay.
Mary's sort of looking at him, going, "I just lost 7 gold."
That's why you lug around like 1,000 copper piece.
That's true. I don't know. You're the guy with the money.
Your
So-
friend is correct. Coins are very heavy.
You
Alright,
make the
so
decision.
hey, let's just make this even. Just give us that 20. Nice and even.
Can you roll a persuasion, please?
Oh gosh.
Let's see.
You can do it.
No! It's so
9.
bad this time.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and says, "No, unfortunately, I cannot offer you anything higher for what you're willing to exchange. This is the going rate and the final rate I'm willing to give you."
Seal size. Well,
It's all right. We're getting paid another 10 GP from Saladin.
Cecil is trying to be difficult here.
No, it's not that, so it's fine.
Meredith is sort of like, she's starting to wonder, like her brain is just not on anymore. Like, numbers.
Numbers. It's like, alright,
What is numbers?
this time, this deal is fine for me. So we
Very
take
well.
the 11 silver pieces.
Yeah, give yourselves 6 gold pieces and 19 silver.
Silver. So we have to divide that with amongst like offers.
That's up to how you guys want to figure it out. But yeah, he takes the sacks, he goes to the back, sorts it out. It takes maybe like an hour or two before he counts everything and brings out.
It's okay, so you
it's-
can take the loss.
Yeah, he brings out a small wooden box, and inside he gives you the exchange, which is 6 silver pieces and 19 silver pieces and 6 gold. The gold is like shiny and polished, and the silver is a little bit more knackered, but yeah.
He loves his gold. We can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
polishes
think
gold.
from Meredith's POV though, it's like seeing something pretty disappointing because all of that copper only gives you this little silver.
Oh yeah, for Mary, it's yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good old
it's
fashioned
like
roll of
seeing 1
silvers.
cent coins get 10 ringgit.
It is like this.
It's
How much
like
can this provide? you?
1,001 cent.
Just like, Right.
So it's like, it's alright, I'll take the loss. Let's just bring this back.
Are you sure?
Right.
Okay. What's next?
So what did Naruto?
By the time they come back, I should have been able to cast Identify.
Yeah, while they were exchanging your currency, you were looking at the potions. You go through each and one of them. I think can Identify go more than one item? Give me a moment.
I may have to
How
cast
about,
it 4 times.
Choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of a spell. Yeah, you can only choose one.
Yeah, but if they're there for more than an hour, I can cast it 4 times.
You can cast it 4 times. Okay, casting 1 minute. Is this a cantrip? No, right?
No, it's a ritual.
It's a ritual. Yeah, you can do this as a ritual. Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Yeah, one of the first bottles you see, the brown color one, is what seems to be a potion of resistance. Took me some time to figure it out, but this one seems to be a potion of resistance for poison.
I see.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy. The transparent liquid is very hard to figure out, but you can tell that it's a very strong potion that is able to help you prevent diseases and toxins.
All right.
Yeah, you can't tell that one. That one's a little bit too hard to read. There's one more that is certainly of destructive magic. It's the red one. It's supposed to imbue you with fire or something. You can't really tell. You got to test this one out. And then this one. And
Can I tell, can I tell, with the fire one, am I meant to throw it or drink it?
You meant to drink it, definitely. It's only activated by drinking it.
Okay, cool. And same for the other one as well, right? The potion of resistance.
All of these are meant to be drank. The last one, you know what this one is. This one is called a potion of growth. This one is actually pretty interesting. You haven't seen this one before nor used the spell before.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, potion of growth. You've heard of this, but you've never seen it. It can be quite valuable.
All right. Knowing that these are potions, when the other two come back, I'm gonna ask if either of them have sort of like a vial of some kind that we can get, so that we can save the strong anti-toxin and anti-something potion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So come again. So the transparent square one is an antitoxin.
Yes.
A very powerful kind of a cleansing potion. You can't really tell what it is.
Powerful cleansing potion.
Yeah, of some sort.
So a vial. But
Do you fill it with something? I think.
no, that vial is not the one.
Our water skins are all filled with freaking.
This is his perfume vial.
Oh, okay.
Can't we go to Saladin and get a vial from
vials
her?
are expensive.
You can buy a vial. No, but we're moneyed men and women now. We can afford these things.
Are we really that money?
I don't know. It depends on how expensive is.
Remember, it is expensive.
I'm gonna say moneyed as an adjective from now on.
Yes, moneyed is
Moneyed man.
I'm very moneyed.
Yes,
That's an
exactly.
actual.
Anyways, what do you guys want to do now?
Wait,
I think we'll hit to.
I remember it was quite expensive. What was the cost of the?
I'll just look it up real quick. Give me a sec.
Hold on. It's because Old Town prices are different. Old Court prices are different.
In PHB, the vial is 1 GP. I'm not sure what that translates to in
Old Court. You're gonna have to talk to I don't know, the person who's selling it to you.
Remember, we saw it in Saladin.
Yeah, the price might change or not. You've been away for like 3 days.
Yeah, because Old Court is limited supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
I think we should go to Saladin's place first because we have a ton of this gas flash,
Cool.
things.
You are at Seldon's place. What do you want to do?
Knock
Okay,
knock and
first,
enter.
Play with the
Okay.
I
cat.
didn't want to set the gas flash.
Yeah,
As it's been-
Saladin is basically sitting at her table as usual. You can see that she there's like multiple drawings. She seems a little bit worn. I mean, she looks the same pretty much, but she looks a bit more tired than usual. Even though like her face, her skin is perfect, but she just looks tired. You can tell, and you can tell on the table there's been like multiple scrawlings and drawings, and she's looking at what seems like blueprints. And when you enter, she basically stands up and comes to greet you, and she goes, "Welcome once again. Is
Is
there
it
anything I
busy
can do
with
for
the
you?"
orc?
Oh, yes. Very, very busy. I am in process of constructing a suitable blueprint and studying its applications, you could say.
Did the Raven's Archives people help you?
Oh, but of course, I've contacted them. We've come to an understanding.
We are here to sell some stuff that we found in the. Oh, for sale.
Oh yes, of course. I promise to look through what you brought back. Okay, what do you want to sell to her?
I think Cecile is just trying to see if the gas flash.
If you pass, yeah, you want to pass it to her?
Yeah.
Gas flesh and fungus bits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I-
there's a lot of
I have
stuff.
a whole thing full of.
After we got back, right? Could I have
Mhm.
looked up what that monster was called?
That's going to actually need like a full-on study. So no, you can't do it. It's a downtime action to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only if you study, I can tell that. Let's see, GM roll. Let me see if she still wants it. Blah blah blah.
Let me see if the
Okay.
gas flash is still usable.
Dum, 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 dum.
Back in my time.
Yeah, she kind of like takes a look at it for a moment, puts it on the table. You can and she goes through like a small process of testing. She cuts off a bit. She takes a bit of the liquid and puts it into what looks like a burning, well, not really, a boiling glass beaker of. You have no idea, some kind of vicious silvery liquid. It dyes it like a dark color blue, and she nods for a moment, and she looks at and pokes at the fungal growth that you cut off, and she looks back at you. Interesting. Did you encounter this in the chancery?
It tried to kill me.
Oh, but of course, yes.
Ah,
It's a hostile carnivorous plant native to cavernous and underground spaces. I'm surprised that Chancery housed it. Must have came through perhaps an entry through
lot of
caves.
stuff down there. You have no idea.
Mhm. Yes. Old tunnels intersect with some of the ruins, maybe from the cataclysm, where I'm still trying to figure that out. Anyways, I am willing to pay you a small fee for this, but what would you like to offer?
So out of character, who is the most knowledgeable about region? I think it's Neri, right?
Do I know what?
It's up to you guys to decide on that, obviously.
Like the cost of region.
Could I estimate like how much stuff like this stuff is worth?
Well, you've never seen the fungal thing, and you
Oh,
definitely never touched
what?
gas flash. That's the
Ask
problem.
Saladin to if it's
Yeah,
reasonable.
you can do that as well if you want.
Or
But it's
maybe
also up
like
to you how
we
you
can
want to offer
ask
this.
her like what sort of potions she can make out of these, like for us,
That's fine as well.
because that's usable too.
You don't have to buy
Hmm.
everything again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
are these used for, Saladin, if I might ask?
Are you referring to the fungal growth or the gas flash?
The fungal,
Both of them.
the mushroom shit.
The
Or
fungal
actually, just
mushroom.
yeah, might as well just ask.
Yeah, she pokes at it for a moment, and you don't notice it for a moment, but like the skin it writhes for a moment. It just like moves a little bit
Which
as if
one?
it's like shaking. The fungal growth that she's touching.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, she's just testing it a little bit.
it's fresh.
Oh no! The stalkers. Their flesh has specific qualities, they don't have a centralized nervous system. So you could say each part of it is living, and it reacts after death to stimulations.
Ah, like
In the case of your questions, I could produce, and she looks at both the ingredients. Perhaps a vial of basic poisons, and she looks at the fungal growth. Well, the fungal growth has many applications. It's really up to you what you
Yes.
wish for me to do with it.
for our
What is available?
yes, what are the options?
Well, I could form an antitoxin out of this. You could also cook it. It makes a hearty meal, I know.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
food.
It's not specifically. It's more of a delicacy more than anything. But you could also use it to use as bait for cavern creatures.
Ah, okay. So we can sort of like dry the flesh or something like that, and
Oh no, just use it raw.
okay.
But does it
Will it
just
keep
rot
though,
away?
or will it rot after a while? Or it's still alive, so it should be fine, right?
In most cases of handling stalker flesh, I've known them to last for perhaps up to 2 and 3 weeks. They do last for quite some time. You don't need to dry them. Drying them loses its potency. I could try and send this off to Elam as well. I know that it's in demand from one of my own connections. If you wish for that to happen, I could offer you a price for this if you wish.
It's alright, I'm going down to the app.
Oh, just a friend in the university.
Guys, do you want the
What's the antitoxin good for?
For curing diseases and poisons in the wild, if you wish for
So
that.
generally, diseases and poisons. Well, I'm sure going down into the dungeons will be going through a lot of that.
Antitoxin would be pretty decent.
I think
I'm
that will be
thinking
pretty good.
either the antitoxin, depending on how much it costs, and or just selling it for gold is pretty good. Because we have
yes? We forgot to ask what's the price of making.
Oh, no price. I will be keeping the leftover ingredients if you wish for me to create these potions.
How many can you?
I can specifically make 2 vials of basic poisons, and perhaps she looks at the gas flash again. A mediocre, just 1 vial of antitoxins, if you allow me.
so the
The
gas
gas
flesh
flash is
makes
the one
the
that
antitoxin.
yeah.
No, the gas flash makes the poison. The
Ah.
stalker flash makes the antitoxin. She
Okay.
says she can make something else, but that's gonna take her time.
Oh, what?
What's the
What
something
about?
else?
Let's go
I
for
have
this
an
something
entire.
else.
What's
I
the
have an
something
entire
else?
The
oil
mystery
lamp
box,
of
guys.
fungal
The
ether.
mystery box.
A mystery box.
She didn't say what's the something else. Is it something? What's the something?
I have not experimented with stalker flesh for some time, but I have been able to construct a potion of invisibility from its organics in the past.
This
Let's
is
go
like
with that. That sounds like the
guys,
most
one
fun.
is- I can do it.
Oh yeah, we don't need a potion of invisibility. I
Absolutely.
think the
Actually.
the antitoxin is pretty good. I don't. The poison might come in handy as well.
Poison is
Yeah, because we don't really have any sort of magical way of producing poison,
No.
and the antitoxins could be really good.
I think it's
Even
fair
though
that
we
we
have
take
a range.
this 3 vials.
Yeah, I think trading these for the potions is pretty decent.
Because I remember
agree.
potions like this too.
So
I
2 vials
agree.
of basic poison and 1 vial of antitoxin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
note that
I
down
have a
and
question.
strike off all the fungal stuff and the gas slash from your list.
Alright,
I
so
have
who
a
wants to
question
carry that?
about the fungal ichor.
And the fangs.
Oh yeah, she's gonna take everything.
Also,
Oh,
that's including
even
the
the
ichor and the fangs.
The ichor and the fang she doesn't really need.
So we
You
can
haven't
sell it to
shown
someone.
her, I think. Yeah, you can sell it to somebody else. She does note to you that she can buy it and take it off of you as well. The fang is not really useful in any adventuring sense. You can, grind it into a fine powder for like a really good tea, perhaps. And the ichor, she can definitely make something out of that, but it's gonna take some time as well.
Alright, I think selling that to her is fine. Maybe we might even buy it back once she's done stuff to it. But for now,
Yeah, we
gold.
can sell it. How much would you like to offer for this?
She kind of has to consider for a moment. Give me a moment, yeah. Look at what she wants. Oh.
It's one vial of antitoxin.
2 vials of antitoxin, 1 vial of poison.
What would this even make? Let me see.
Or maybe it's like a component for something, but it needs other components.
I know what this can make. Yeah. She looks at it for a moment and she's gonna quote you a price of
You have 8 of them.
40 gold for the ichor.
Dang,
And the
that's good.
Okay,
How many
all
gold?
together, 40 gold.
40 gold.
She can quote you 40 gold for the ichor and the fangs all together.
All together. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
ichor.
A number divisible by 4, guys.
Yeah, man. We still haven't fight the. Are we guys good with this?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So,
Okay, yeah. She goes to the counter and she divides out and she asks, She asks whether you want to take this in silvers or gold. She can divide it up if you want.
I think gold is fine.
Gold. Yeah, she's gonna give you like
Gold
4
would be
rolls
best.
of 10 gold.
Yay.
And yeah, the rest of it she just stocks. That's it.
Okay.
What else?
I would like to buy like a couple of vials.
Oh yes, of course, surely. I do have a new shipment coming in. I can deliver it to you tomorrow.
Excellent. How much will that be?
Let me look.
I'm thinking of getting 2.
Give me one to look at the price. Where is vial? It's weird. Where did I put it? Vial, that's going to be 1 gold and 50 silver each.
Alright,
It's
so...
cheaper from Anna.
Oh, that is true.
This is like pretty close to the market price.
Alright, I'll get 1 then. Because, yeah, I need 1 fairly urgently.
do you guys
So
want to
that'll be
use the
1 gold and
community
50 silvers off of
monies?
you.
I give her 1 gold and 50 silvers.
Very nice.
What did Sha say?
Meredith, what do
Oh
you say?
no, she's gone.
Oh, she disconnected. Oh no. Okay.
I think
What else do you guys want to do?
she might have said, "Oh, I'm gonna reconnect."
Oh,
No, okay. Yeah, but she's back. She's back.
Alright.
Okay. What do you guys want
Yeah,
to do?
did you guys hear anything I said?
Nope.
No.
Oh my god, I've been asking about the ichor and
Oh, okay. We sold it for 40G, the fangs and ichor together.
I like it. Shao was like, "No, don't sell it. I want to know what it's for. Don't sell it." And we're like, "Yeah, we'll
Because
sell it."
I was like, what
for
does the
40
ichor do?
Silenced in the game.
But you can ask Saladin.
The ichor is a reagent in many kinds of potions. It can be used for a variety of applications. Most likely, you could use it for a vitality potion or fertility potion.
Vitality
This
potion?
is like, why? Are you interested in making
We
potion?
can come
No,
back
I was
once
just asking.
she's seen what.
Like, long story short, for Nerif and Cecile, who kind of understand the babble, it basically just makes you healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like asking, are you interested in making potion?
Yeah, a potion of fertility is basically a guaranteed way to have a baby.
Healthy soup.
Nice.
Ah,
But
right.
either way, we sold it for 40G, thanks and ether. So 10 GP.
All right. It was in my little lamp though. Can I get it back?
Yeah.
Wait, you stored the ichor in your lab?
Yeah, it was in the lamp that I pilfered in the dungeon. The
Oh,
oil lamp,
man,
the old
okay.
one.
Oh wait, you mean the bullseye lamp?
No, it's a random oil lamp I picked.
Oh yeah, just a really old lamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
She gives it back to you.
So the stump as well is right.
Oh yeah. She takes all the flesh that
Okay.
you managed to harvest.
So we're done with this part.
I'd like to just like salvage the transparent potion into the vial, since the vial that it was in is cracked.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'm not gonna test you for any of that. You're gonna have a vial of it.
Yay! Success.
Cool.
Yay.
Also, Cecile wants to check the 3 parchment.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Let me see. What were they? Yeah, you kind of you want to show it to Selden?
Yeah.
Oh yes, the books. We'll go over that with Saladin. Might as
Yeah,
well do it now.
It's going to take you maybe the entire night for her to like kind of look through with identify spells and everything, and she kind of shows it to each of you. The scrolls you found, I think there's 3 of them. They're all pretty common. One is an Eldritch Blast spell scroll. Another one is a Searing Smite spell scroll.
Oh,
And the
dude,
last
scrolls,
one-
you could have just passed them to me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but she does it for free anyways because she's your sponsor. Remember, she can identify stuff for you. But yeah, there's an Eldritch
so
Blast. First one is Eldritch Blast. The other one is Searing Smite.
Smite.
And the last one is a Scroll of Climbing.
Ah.
Spider climb?
No, just Scroll of Climbing. That's what she says.
Does it work like a spider?
Remind me what the Spider Climb do again?
It lets you walk on walls.
No, this doesn't let you do Spider Climb. It just lets you climb really fast.
Oh, but so it's like a potion of climbing, but in a scroll.
Yes.
Okay.
It looks at this stuff. Like, I can learn from this. Do you want to take?
I also cannot learn any of those spells.
Can we sell it?
Can
Probably.
non like how do we use scrolls in this setting? Like do we
We learn it.
yeah how does it work?
Open the scroll, chant the words on the scroll, put your hands on it or whatever, and it just
Oh, is
happens.
it how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone can use the scrolls pretty much.
Is it a one-time use?
Give me a moment. Yes, these are one-time uses.
Can't like replenish them.
No, these things will just burn into a crisp the moment you use them.
If like it were a wizard scroll, would I be able to like use it to learn a spell into my spell book?
Give me a moment.
Not that any of these are wizard scrolls.
I'd be interested to take.
Yeah, I think the climbing one is the most useful. Searing Smite is not bad if we have to fight like a boss.
If that's a like. Mary.
Yeah.
Mary can take Searing Smite.
I'm not very good at raiding.
If she's raging though, I don't think she'll be able to read the scroll.
Nope.
And she's not
I
raging.
think
Let me see. You need to. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to read a scroll when you're raging. That's not how it works. I don't
Yep.
think.
No, I mean, like,
definitely not.
if you don't want to waste or you don't want to get you have
Or
this
you've
habit.
already used all
Yeah.
your rages.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you want to
Okay.
learn from a spell scroll, you have to do a Arcana check to see if you can copy it into your spell book. If whether or not you fail or succeed the Arcana check, the spell scroll is still destroyed in the process.
Ooh. And is the difficulty dependent on the level of the spell?
Yes.
Alright.
Right,
10
so-
plus the level of the spell scroll spell.
My Arcana is -1.
No, I think this is just. Is it
For
to
wizard.
cast the spell?
No, to copy the spell. To cast the spell, you have to make no tests.
Okay, and it has to be in my list, right? Like I can't go learning like spells from other classes.
No, yeah, you can only learn it from your own spell list.
All right, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Bard can't learn anything, right? From
What about to use them?
use
Can
them, you
anyone
can just
use them?
Anyone can use them.
You can use it.
Okay. I'm thinking like
Can I
Eldritch
take-
Blast, not that useful for me.
I can take it.
Searing Smite also not that useful for me. Recommend we sell it for monies.
How
Use
much
it
can
to
you sell
buy
for
it.
this stuff though?
They're fairly valuable, I would
We
expect.
asked Saladin for price estimate.
Yeah. What's the market
What's the
price?
ballpark?
Let me see if she's willing to buy them in the first place.
Because if she
Yeah.
doesn't
Or
want
if
to
she's
buy,
not willing to buy it, just like estimate how much they're worth so we
Yeah.
could sell it elsewhere.
She's kind of looking through them.
Climbing one's good though. I definitely recommend keeping that.
Yeah.
Cecil is keeping the scroll of climbing.
Yeah, Southern
Okay.
replies, unfortunately, I don't think I have the need for these scrolls, but I do know that there are mages within Elum. You can certainly find them. Mages in Elum who are interested in studying the scrolls and perhaps reusing them for something else. There are also less reputable sources of income in Old Court, which you can... I wouldn't recommend it, but you could visit them for a very quoted price. They'll take anything off of you.
What's your estimation?
For scrolls of this caliber of power, she kind of looks at it for a moment. I would quote perhaps 40 and 50 gold.
One scroll?
Yes, each.
That's good.
Yes. Do note, however, if you were to go to any reputable mage or shop and trade for these, they could go much lower than the price I'm quoting.
Because they know the level of the spell. It's not
Well,
that cheap.
that and they produce scrolls of their own.
Yeah, that's true.
Do wizards usually trade scrolls?
That is an uncommon practice. No, the wizards usually create scrolls for their own use.
Okay.
Yes.
So, conclusion, selling here is better because there, or I don't know, not many. Except for
Ask
Nightmares.
Manavi, or I don't know, Raven's Archive could be a thing.
Could be.
Okay. The books. Do you have need of any of these books? We found some. We found them in the chancery.
She looks at them. Oh, she looks at them for a moment, and she looks at them. Her eyebrows are raised a little bit as she kind of gleans through contents. And looks at you. Did you find these in the chancery?
Yes.
Yes.
And she kind of looks through pages once again, and she says, "I could take them off of you. I do have interest in these. I imagine I could pay you. I don't imagine I could pay you the price you want to quote for this. But these are very interesting records of older spells created by pretty notable mage."
Necromancer?
And she looks up for a moment. Well, the necromancers are a name we gave to the culprits of the cataclysm, but not all of them performed deathly magics. They experimented. They were just like any other mages. They experimented with different fields, of course. And this one in particular, she kind of points to the book, dealt with what seems to be destructive magic.
Trap one.
Yes, these do deal primarily with traps and enchantments. I could take perhaps one or two off of you for the price I quote.
Sure. How much for the books?
You guys have how many again?
Oh, this is not selling
4.
his copy. This has one copy of
4.
each, but he's not selling. Yeah.
I could perhaps quote you 30 gold for all the books together.
All right, that's fine. We can split that. I think we'll put 10 into the adventuring box.
Alright, so that's 20 GP in our community wallet.
Yeah, and then 5 gold each.
Okay. Then she has the books then, cool.
Is someone helping Bo count money?
We'll
I've
just
listed down.
Yeah,
Alright.
I
Bo
can
also has
the
a random
wickedness.
bag of money.
I've listed down how many we got. And just
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. I think that is everything that I want to do. Yes.
how about Mary?
Can Mary be playing with a cat?
Yes.
Because
Let's
she
see what the cat
really,
likes you.
she doesn't have anything worth.
Roll for me, animal handling, please.
Okay, animal handling. Don't hurt me now. Cat, don't scratch me. Boop. 13.
The cat is lazy. It just kind of lies on the floor, and you kind of scratch its belly. You kind of like, okay.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Right,
Yeah.
so how are we supposed
That's
to divide
weird.
this 19 SP? 4 of us.
No, one person gets 4.
One person gets 4 for 19?
Yeah. Because 19 is almost 20, and then you divide that by 4, and
So
then
who
you get
gets the
5.
extra
Everyone
SP?
gets 5, one person gets 4. Someone's getting jibbed. I say it can be Bo, because he's not here.
Oh, but Bo also has like a whole bag of like money or something. So
Well, that's true.
Yeah, sure.
really up
So
to him.
5 SP for Nerith, Mary, and Cecile. 4 SP for Bo.
Well, maybe he deserves more because he has a freaking bear. I'll take the 4. He can have the 5.
Well, it's okay. I can take the 4
Guys.
because it's like magical
Guys,
stuff, right?
guys,
She
guys.
doesn't know what's going
You know
on.
what I think?
So
We
Seal's
chime
like, you
in.
can all take the 4.
Yeah,
and
we all
I
take
can
the 4, and then that extra
rest
one
goes
put into
into
the community
community.
wallet.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
That is a
Good
better
idea.
idea. So it's 3
Let's
SP.
ask who holds the community wallet in this relationship.
Cecile, of course.
Cecile.
Okay. So just like
Obviously.
2 different wallets of cash.
Pretty much.
Cecile, of course.
Okay.
3 SP
So,
and 20 GP. But, yeah.
Sweet. We can almost afford the thieves' tools, I think.
Yep, almost. Almost.
almost.
But actually, Cecile is happy to chime in at 5. Getting it.
Yeah, that is true. Like, we can all just like dump another 5 from everyone into the wallet, and then
Like, even like 1 GP.
yeah, like
I know what,
especially
please.
since we're going to Elam for the thing, we can buy stuff there.
Yeah.
Yay!
We also should sell this here for maximum.
I agree.
So I'm guessing that we'll speak to Mally about that.
Yes.
So pretty much hearing the word money, Meredith sort of stops playing with the cat. Did somebody say money?
Yes. We are going to sell this scroll.
Right, let's go then.
Accounting. Asha. Much money.
Do-do-do-do.
Okay. What else do you want to do?
We go to talk to Melly and
Yeah, Melly
think
Melly
he
is sitting in the bar and he's kind of just there drinking a little bit, and he looks at you up and down and goes like, if it isn't my favorite band of adventurers, okay.
So it's like, no, before that, we have to talk about that map you
Right,
Oh,
Melly?
oh yes, I forgot.
Yeah,
I remember it turned out quite good for you.
Yeah,
It's
but...
really convenient that you forgot that it was later in the day.
And you sold it for such a high price. That's very clever of you, haha. Cecile gives this, like, little smile.
Oh, of course, every item has its worth, and I sold that it's, well, a little bit on the low end, of course. And yes, I am very aware that I did sell it to you at a pretty disadvantageous time. But I saw a new talent, and look at you. You're alive, you're healthy, and you're definitely going up.
Hindsight
I have
2020, Mally.
sheriff there. I have a fence and
He kind of like eyebrows raised for a moment, smiles, drinks his drink a little bit, and he kind of looks back after like a gulp, and he goes, "Yes, I do have a friend who practices swordship. Of course, I could introduce you to him for a
he's
fee,
just
of course.
going with his fence.
For a fee, of course."
That's not
kind
how
of
you discussed with them last time, though.
Oh well, times change. Mally. Well,
You need
I
money
adapt.
to be straightforward.
Can I
course.
stand really close by to him and sort of like just glare at
Intimidate
him?
him again?
Roll for intimidation. If you want to intimidate him.
Can I have inspiration? Just in case.
Yes, go ahead. Have my inspiration. Mary, could you do something about this?
No, I think it has to be a bit more subtle. So Seal's like, now, Mary, we don't have to resort to violence
With
yet.
that
It's
squiggly
intimidation,
eyebrows?
right?
You're both equally subtle.
Right?
One is, can you do something about this? And the other one's like, can you not do something about this?
Good cop, bad cop, man.
Okay. Let me see if we can resist this.
Dang, that's a 19.
Wait, I have a 1D something.
Yeah, 1D.
It's a
1d6.
1d6, I think.
Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, you're still gonna use it regardless, but
Yes.
Use it. Crush him.
Crush him!
Crush him.
Both palms up as you like.
Oh!
Palm up, yeah. He kind of both palms up and he looks here. It's like, okay, look. I'm not lying. I do need the money. I normally charge a fee for this. I will charge you a little bit lower. Usually it's 10. I'll charge you maybe like
Spit
How
it
about
out.
this?
How much do you?
five silvers, and I'll put in a good recommendation for you with my friend.
All right, that sounds reasonable.
Sounds fair.
Good. See, okay. Can you could you please back off? I'm very small.
You pay you when we meet your friend.
I
Well,
move back a bit.
He
Because I do
wants
not
to-
trust you as
He
much
wants to
after that whole
interrupt you,
thing.
but he kind of just. Fine, okay.
I mean, you could come with us, and we can meet your friend together.
Maybe an hour behind the servants folio.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Molly. Hopefully, we can have dealings later.
Yes, we do have a
Oh.
relationship, right?
Yeah, we do. He kind of just like finishes his whole beer and he gets up.
This man is just like smiling.
Okay. What else you guys gonna do before you go and meet the
We can
fencer?
bring the little statue to the journeyman.
Yeah, we'll
temple.
deliver that.
So you want to deliver to the journeyman's temple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Tribute.
So you've been to the
Offering.
journeyman's temple before. It looks like a pretty typical sort of a church setup. It's got its pews, the benches. It's got like carpeted floors in case you can't fill the pews. There's only like 6 pews here, so you can't. It fills up quite quickly, and some people have to like just sit on the floor and just like do whatever. You don't really see people praying. You see them more likely like reading books from a shelf on the side. Some of them sometimes will go do meditation on the floor, sort of like head bowed, and then just saying a few prayers. And at the very front, you can see that there is. I don't think I described the House of German before, but in the front you can see what looks like a sort of a medium-sized statue of a woman clad in white-colored robes, sort of
like the one-
smiling. Yeah, kind of like the statuette. And there's like flowers at her feet, freshly put there, and her feet, the feet of the statue, kind of gets bathed regularly in water from anybody that's here for like blessings. And you can see on the side there is a man, sort of sitting in a sort of like a rocking chair. He kind of gets up once in a while to bring more water to the bowl at the feet. He cleans the statue. You can see once in a while. He's just a regular-looking person wearing what looks like very loose cotton pants. He's barefoot, and he's wearing what seems to be a combination of sort of a leather belt with a sash and very loose fitting, very loose fitting, very comfortable white linen, basically.
I really but casual.
Not really. He doesn't really look religious at all. If anything, he looks like a guy who's just very comfortable at home. But you can tell he definitely has authority here. Yeah.
Let me approach.
Mm-hmm. He kind of looks at you. Oh, welcome, travelers. Have you come here to the House of Journeyman for a blessing? Perhaps you've come here for the brew?
No, actually we came here and then Cecil reviews to give this to goddess.
He's like completely surprised for a moment. His eyes just like raise, and he looks at you and are oh wow, oh, are you sure?
Yes, it's
Oh,
kind of good. We found it. I think.
oh my, okay, wow, okay. The journeys have certainly been well with you then. And he
Would
looks at
like
it
to
over
thank
for a
the
moment.
goddess.
He looks at it for a moment and then he looks like, are you sure you want to give this away?
Yes, I mean Cecil eyes around like Nerif and Mary and the
Yes, Nerf nods.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
you are much blessed then. I need. Well, just wait here for a moment. And he moves into a back room. For a moment, he comes out with what looks like a small sort of a water skin, sort of a small water skin, and he brings it to you. Here, it's not much in return, but I do thank you greatly for the gift. And the past be well with you then. And he sort of hands you the water skin, and he says, "This will serve you well in your next journey, I hope."
Oh, is the I mean of character, does it look like the travel?
Yeah, add 4 doses of Traveler's Brew.
Oh, okay.
Woohoo.
4x.
4 doses. No.
Right, it's
Yeah,
in
4
one
doses.
water skin, is it?
Yeah, in one water skin. You can get 4 glugs out of that.
So who wants to hold this? Mary?
Sure, I'll take it.
So Cecil passes it.
Greatly appreciated, sir.
Thank you.
The journey has been good.
Give me a moment to generate his name, yeah?
NPC.
Kaboom.
I know.
Journeyman. You call him a priest or like
Oh, yeah.
journeyman?
This is what happens when you meet too many people.
So popular.
Yes.
You have to get good terms.
Exactly. If we're gonna build up the little old court
Yeah.
into something nice.
I think the first thing Cecil wants to upgrade is the sword and bottle. Because I don't really like them.
Yes, it is
Oh, yeah, you can certainly fix that if you want.
Yeah. Cecil will definitely try to upgrade this. To his standards, of course.
Yeah,
Wait, can
when
we
you say
upgrade?
thank you, sir, he kind of goes, oh, please, no. Call me Elrin.
Elwin?
Elron.
Oh, Ron.
Yes. Yeah, if
That is
that
a
works
very
easier on your
nice
tongue.
name.
Yes.
So are you of journey?
Oh, no. The house does not operate on such paradigms, not such titles. I'm simply called the caretaker of the house. No such lofty titles in the journeyman's sectors.
That's very humble of you.
Yes. Thank you. Are you perhaps going to the gathering in Alum?
Yes, I have
believe
heard
you
of
will.
the festival.
Oh
Are
yes,
you
yes.
heading
The
there?
festival is coming up this week.
Will Old Court be celebrating it here as well?
Well, it's common for most venturing parties within Old Court to return to Elum during the gatherings, and the Rim Guides, they regularly. Well, I will be staying here, of course. The Rim Guides regularly retire a lot more early on gatherings to come back here, and we prepare some small festivities. Old Court, of course, can't be abandoned.
Well,
Right.
hope you have a good day. Sir,
Oh yeah, to you too. The paps be with you.
And also with you.
about.
Cool.
And then we
What do you guys want to do next?
Rose.
What was it?
Go to the blacksmiths.
Oh,
Cool.
To the blacksmith.
Rose.
Okay, what do you want to do with Rose? Rose.
So first, I want to pick up. Hang on, let me get my party items. I need to pick up the fancy greatsword with sapphire gem in the hilt.
Yes. You receive it. It's basically an old-fashioned greatsword.
Nice. What is it better than my axe?
Let me see. How much does your X do again?
Let me check. 1d8 slashing.
Yeah, I think a great sword does 2d6 slashing. Let me look at it.
Is it weaker since it's smaller? And can she use it in one hand since it's smaller?
Yeah.
Let me just look at it for a moment. Yeah. Well, she's well, I think when you receive it, you can tell that it's a little bit bigger. And Rosa kind of says that well, I decided to reforge it the best I can. I hope it's good for you. Well, good enough. Anyways, yeah. But I
I pick it
figured
up.
it could be. Yeah, it's light on the handle and it's definitely longer. It feels pretty great. It feels pretty natural to like swing it a little bit around, that kind of feel. You can tell it's really it's been like markedly improved. But yeah, it's gonna do 2d6 slashing.
Nice.
Yeah.
2d6
It's a
plus strength,
two-handed
right?
weapon, however. Even though it's a little bit light, you can tell that it's definitely a two-handed weapon.
Two-handed.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I can't use it because I have a shield.
Well, you can't use your shield if you're holding this. It's more likely.
I'll keep it by myself. Maybe for later. This is really nice. You did a good job.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into it. I'm glad you like it.
I give her the 5 SP that is needed to fix it.
Oh yeah, she takes it.
And then I also, so for the weapons, right? I'm sure you have experience in putting poison on it or giving it, an extra edge to put down enemies. What do you think?
Her voice kind of changes, shifts tone. She's not really as nervous, and she kind of goes into this like very just like very confident speech. And she kind of just goes, "Well, if you want me to give my opinion in terms of conventional sword smithing, that extra edge that venturing parties usually seek isn't by any means normal or traditional. I can forge a sword as much as I can, but it's only going to come out as good as the steel that's forged from, or the material it's forged from. Yes, you can douse your sword in poison, certainly, but if there are any talks implying that a regular steel blade can be made better than one, you can certainly do it with better craftsmanship and better training. But if you were to try and give an edge in the means of hammering the blade lighter or flatter or sharper, you can't. You can only go so far.
Because I was thinking if I can get some poison, I can sort of wipe it on the blade.
Oh
and it
yes,
does
yes,
a little bit more damage.
yes. That's that Chika realizes like how fast she spoke. conventionally, you can do that. You can, and most adventurers regularly douse the sword in poisons to deal with certain creatures more effectively.
Alright. Anyway, I've also got this iron armlet. Maybe you could have a look at it. Maybe you recognize the workmanship.
She kind of
Since-
grabs it. She kind of like gently takes it from you, and she looks at it, and she says, "Hmm. Oh, said it for a moment. It's got inscriptions, but I can't read it. It's too old, and it looks almost like elvish. I can see she pointed to some floral embellishments, but it's an armlet. Sorry, I can't really tell much. Oh no, you did not see this before. It's like very tiny detail.
Oh, can
I
Oh, yeah,
could
yeah,
also
yeah.
read Elvish.
No, it's not it's not words.
it's like the kind of motif?
She recognizes it. She recognizes like the very faint traces of what's left. It's like the top of it. It's basically so old and used out. It's so faded that like the words might as well have been smoothed into the metal, basically. Yeah, but she has a finer eye for these things, so she kind of recognized it.
Do
Yeah,
you think it'll look good on me?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Do you think it'll look good on me?
She kind of looks at you from I'm sure anything would, I mean, look good on you. Yes.
Stop, you're too kind. Do you flirt with every one of your customers?
I mean, kind of just like, she has no idea what to say, and she kind of just, so what do you want me to, fix the armlet, or?
Yeah, can you clean it up a bit and then I'll come by and pick it up whenever?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Would you be okay with 1 silver?
Yeah?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'll have it ready in a week, as usual, of course.
Alright, I'll come back then.
Okay.
I know Nerith has like 2 swords. Do you want them cleaned up or something? Or sell it to her even?
No, I think these short swords could come in handy, like in adventure at some point.
Okay.
She's off
That's it.
looking at something.
Nerding out.
So interesting.
You're probably looking at you're looking to the other side across the giant bonfire, and you see a very rare occurrence. You see a man walk out in front of the rope store. For a moment, they wearing a hood. Can't really see their face, and for a while you're just like, huh? And the bonfire flares for a moment. The embers kind of flying to there, and then you kind of like try and look past the bonfire, and the person is already gone.
Wait, is the
That is
rope
it.
store the general store?
No, it's a stall in front of the general store. There's a new stack of ropes outside now.
Oh. So I saw like this black rope guy.
No, there's a person wearing like a dark hoodie, sort of
Oh,
like
then
a
he just
hooded robe.
disappeared.
Yeah, you just saw them for a moment, but the fire got them. Anyways, what do you want to do again?
I think next is we go to see Mally's fencer.
Yeah.
Do you want to
it's
do
been
anything
an
with the
hour, right?
swords?
And I don't think so.
Okay.
So
Then
the
you're.
accounting we can.
Yeah, because my short swords are like good still. So.
Cool. You can meet Nelly's fencer then, I guess. Yeah. You're walking behind the servants' folio. There's a little bit alleyway right about here. Yeah, that's where you go. It's a small alleyway. There's like uneven ground of like wood, stone, and mud. And then the back here, it's basically like trash and just high stone walls from the servants' folio and wooden walls from the other side. And You're kind of just like standing there for a moment, and Melly kind of just goes. You can hear his voice going like, over here, over here.
We approach him, I suppose.
You don't see him in the other way.
We approach the sound.
Follow the sound.
Cautiously.
Yeah, you look around for a moment for him before you kind of finally look up, and you realize that on the floor above the servant's folio, there's like a small balcony, and Mally is kind of just like hanging over the edge and kind of goes, over here, up here.
Can we get there?
Yeah, he kind of just goes. He moment he gets your attention, he kind of backs up into what seems like a room of the balcony, and the next thing you know, you can see what looks like a rope ladder being extended out of the balcony down to the floor. Quickly!
All right, let's go. Who wants to go up first?
I'll go up first.
Yes, you are the fastest climber. Should go up first.
And I climb up.
Okay, you climb up.
I go up next.
Yeah, you climb up and you can see what looks like a pretty bare room. It's basically like hewn stone all around, sort of. And you can see what looks like a small raggedy carpet on the floor, a wooden table on one side with what looks like a pewter bowl and some like opened up rations and cut up sausages. A small bed on the side, and some clothes being dried up, being hooked up to like dry. And yeah, Mally is kind of just standing there. The moment you get up, you just kind of see Mally talking to somebody else for just a moment. Who was the first one up again?
Mary.
Yeah, the moment you get up and your shadow kind of looms over him, but as you kind of got up, Mally was kind of speaking to the person, is kind of going like, look, I know, but these are good people, like, okay? And one of them is like tall and scary, but like, you know, I can tell you, they like me, okay? And they look like you, okay? And when your
you
shadow kind
talking
of looms
about?
over him and he kind of turns out, hey, yeah. You want to say anything?
What are you talking about?
Oh no, I was just putting in the good word and everything, yeah. And when the rest of you come up, he kind of just like, okay, so he turns around and you can see on next to the bed, sitting on like a small wooden chair, is it's kind of like a lanky individual, who's like wearing what seems to be just a good old fashioned like cloak. You can see it covers all their front, and like the only other detail you can see is what seems like some pale fingers in between the cloak's kind of opening, and these like tightly wrapped up leather pants which connect at the feet to some leather boots. You don't really see any features on that. You guys want to say anything?
Thank you for meeting with us.
Still can't see at the front.
Sure, Mr. Paul.
So Mary will step to the back and sort of. How big is the space?
It's like a good old fashioned 8 feet tall room. It's like maybe like 10 by 10 feet large. It's a really small room. It's like a broom closet,
So
basically.
she can sort of move aside and let Cecile come in front.
Oh yeah, you definitely have space for that.
So it's just a very pale guy.
You can't really tell whether it's a guy or a girl. You only see the pale fingers. You don't really see any features. The cloak is kind of covering them for a moment, and like nothing passes. Mally is just like awkwardly smiling between the both of you. Yeah.
Still, okay, sign is like.
No answer.
Is he? Are you shy? It's alright.
Melly is just yeah, that's really No,
Are there any
he kind of
chairs?
just like points. He kind of just like he does this like like Will Smith pose, like two hands, kind of like open and then like showing you to like him, and he goes like, haha.
Danny, tell me, what's your friend?
Oh, that's not for me to say. You know what? I think I think my job is kind of done here. I'm going to leave and give you guys space.
Here, take your 5-0.
I put in the good word. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, okay. He kind of just grabs it in like this like rush and then gets out of the balcony, goes on the rope ladder, and he's gone. He's gone.
Okay, so I just pay for the 5-0.
Oh yeah, you can put the first one.
I'll pay for
You
the 5-0.
can take it out of the
The
money
community.
Are we gonna break the
and like,
pieces?
Might as well.
yeah, sure, why not?
Can I grab a chair and sort of sit down on it, like really?
Yeah,
In front
the
of
moment
him.
you kind of walk away and then grab a chair and sit down, it takes some time. Hold on, yeah. But as you're dragging the chair kind of like awkwardly back in front of them.
No, I'm gonna make a lot of noise just
Oh
pulling
yeah,
the
yeah,
chair.
like really awkward. Just
Not even awkwardly. It's like deliberately like.
Oh yeah, you can do that. You can see the cloak shake a little bit in like annoyance from like maybe twitching or something, perhaps. But as you kind of go back and you sit down, the cloaked figure kind of just stands up immediately and moves over to a tiny shelf next to the bed and brings out what looks like a small container, like a glass container, and a small sort of like a clay cup perhaps, and they start pouring themselves sort of like a brownish liquid into the cup, and they drink it. It takes a moment. They kind of just take like this like long sip. It's like
we just wait for him to finish.
Mary
yeah,
laughs
he
very
kind of
big
gulps.
for a
He
while.
kind of just like puts it back. They kind of put it back down. It's like, and slowly peel off their cape, the cloak, and you can see this. These like the first thing you notice is like very heavy eyelids and like dark eyes, just like really heavy sleeping bags. And what looks like on their head it seems to be a sort of like a cap, and just this like sort of not white but like graying hairs on the side, so like very long sideburns and a very like light stubble. And they're kind of just like peering at you from underneath the cap. From still judging you for a moment. And they kind of just like finish the finish the rest of the cup and just put it down. They kind of go, what do you want?
I speak up. You can call me Meredith. We were told that you buy wares.
Yeah. But no need for the discretion. I know. Mally is a piece of shit when it comes to these things, but
Yeah,
told me
tell me
things to
about
sell
it.
me.
So it's like, okay then, we just get straight to the point. He lays out the Eldritch scroll, Might scroll, and then
The candle.
oh yeah, and the cat.
And Mary silverware.
Oh, the silver.
And Mary silverware. Yeah.
And the silverware, right? He kind of looks at each of them for a moment, and he looks at the scrolls and he puts it down on the side. He's kind of just like looking at them for a moment, and then it takes like a few good minutes. Then he takes out from his cloak what looks like a small leather-bound book and a few pencils, and he's like lead, and he starts writing in them and scratching. And he's kind of just looking at each other and going, look at this and look at that, mumbling them. Shit. Is that all?
More to come.
More to come.
What's that good thing to say? Okay. I can pay you 35 gold for the scrolls.
Two of them.
All of them.
All of them. How many are you offering him?
The Eldritch Blast and
Just 2 of them, right? Let me see again, yeah?
So that's a level 0 and a level 1.
Yeah, I forget what I said. He's gonna offer you. Yeah, I can offer you 35 for 2 of them.
this scroll is a magical scroll.
Sure, you can sell them to whoever thinks they're more worth it.
Negotiate price.
No.
What about the other stuff?
What's the other stuff they offer him again?
6 pieces of silverware and the big candle.
The wind chime made of pure.
Yeah, that too.
I can take the cutlery off you for 10 silvers.
That seems alright.
Yeah, okay.
Marry their stuff, so
I have no idea.
Yeah, up to you.
Would I know how much it costs in general?
The silverware?
Is it actual silver or is it?
It's not the kind of silverware you've dealt with before. This is like old silverware. It's made of silver, but it's old. That's the thing. That's throwing you off a little bit. But it's quite close if you were selling like normal silverware.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering if it's heavier than 10 silver pieces, maybe it can be melted to silver tip my stuff.
You have to remember that silver pieces don't exactly work that way because you need to mint things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, as in the silverware, can I melt them to silver tip my items?
Debatable. Because
Debatable.
it's not just silver tip. You have to forge it into the sword itself.
ask Rose.
Yeah. So I could have given it to Rose.
Yeah, you could have done that if you want. But I think I would count that as a service.
Yeah.
Yo is gonna say, well,
Look, do you want to make this work or not? Melly told me you had good things to sell me, and I followed his words, but I don't really trust him too much, to be honest.
Well,
The price
we
I'm
don't
giving
trust
you
him
should
either.
be grateful.
With words like that, it looks like our trusts were misplaced. Definitely.
I don't care too much for that. If you want to sell something to me, it's up to you. These are the prices I quoted.
Look, I turned to Nerif and Cecile. I don't trust this guy.
I don't like his attitude.
No, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
She takes his stuff, puts it in her bag, and climbs down.
Cecile takes back the scroll. I'm pretty sure they're worth more. But nice meeting you, Maddie's friend.
Yeah, he just goes like, "Have a nice day, then.
You too.
Careful on the way out. Goodbye."
Unfortunately, we could not do business.
Yeah.
This guy.
And then
You can hear this like sort of like it's low, but you can definitely hear on the way out. It's like just kind of like disappointed sigh, like just really tired as you kind of like get down the ladder. Yeah. But the moment you get down the ladder's you kind of just sigh, kind of they're kind of like just a noise of disappointment, like a very low noise of disappointment. But yeah, as you get off, the ladder kind of gets pulled up just like really quickly. That's it.
Well,
Okay.
we are definitely not going to deal with that guy unless we know what the prices are. I'm gonna take these scrolls to 7 Adam, if you guys don't mind.
well, you can go ahead.
Yeah, if we can't find a good price, we can just keep it to
That's true. I'm going to really quickly pop by Rose, like just really quickly, and say, "Can I drop it off with you so that you can tell me how much silver is actually inside and sort of tell me if I can use it to tip my weapons next time? Of course, it's a service and I'll be paying you."
Oh, yeah. Are you just giving her the silverware?
Yeah, as in she can keep it for the moment until I need it. Is that okay? Like, can I do that?
I can keep it for you, but I don't think it will be much use for what you want to do with it.
Ah. So what's the process? What do I need if I
Well,
need to?
remelting silver isn't the best way to do this. I would need fresh silver, and I need a better forge.
Oh, maybe
So
we can
It takes
I'm
note
sorry,
of
but I
that.
don't think I can help you with it. Yeah.
Okay. Step 1, upgrade the forge.
Yes.
Exactly.
Cecile takes note of that.
Do we know how much it's gonna cost to upgrade the forge? I think
You ask
Meredith is
Roseanne.
gonna.
You wanna ask her that?
Yeah.
Cecile just gonna ask.
Yeah.
Hey,
She
you
kind
do
of.
some good work. How do we expand your?
What?
Never thought of expanding your force.
Let's
I
say
mean,
you were to
I do have plans, and she kind of looks around for a moment. I guess I could get some better harps, and I could run some better shelving and expand a little bit, and get some better ore. It would. She kind of like she's lost in her own thought from when she kind of just goes.
You give me a list of the things you would like to. One that is better than
I'm sorry.
things that you would like that is better.
Uh, why?
I have thought, but if you could share what you would like to be, maybe we can work.
I'm. I. She kind of looks at you and then looks at Meredith for a moment and looks back at you. I guess. No, I do have my own deposits to handle, and it's going to take. Let me see for just a moment. Yeah.
Pretty success one.
Getting things. Yeah, I know.
To be more capable. Secretly, it's a selfish thing.
Give the tank bigger bullets.
Yes.
Cecile's like, my bodyguard over there needs better equipment.
Yes. And I shall provide better indirectly.
Blah 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 blah. Well, I guess I could start with delivering a few materials to me, but a good hearth would cost me up to 300 gold, and an additional 50 or 100 if I wanted to deliver the materials.
Materials about 100.
400 gold pieces. That's the next deposit I'm working out for, of course. But she kind of like suddenly realizes what she just said. It's like, but you don't have to pay for that. I'm perfectly capable of running my forge.
I'm sure you do.
Okay.
Well, considering I'm pretty interested in weapons, so it will be a learning experience for me as well. So we could help each other. What do you say?
Help each other.
Yeah.
Could you explain this fully? I don't understand the situation.
It's more like we got here into Old Court and we've been slowly getting to know the place. And you've been really nice. And also you have weapons and stuff like that. So we thought maybe we could help in the upkeep of the place.
She
Of
kinda
course
looks
it's
at-
up to you.
But why would you want to invest in me?
Say, look, you are the
What?
only capable blacksmith.
I mean, yes, but there's blacksmiths in Elm who can deliver much
but that's
better results.
This is Old Court.
So far, we've been here for about two weeks. Out of
3
character,
weeks.
2 weeks, right? 3 weeks? How many weeks?
Weeks after this dungeon is 4th week.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Look, we've been here for about a month,
Less than a
less than a month, and we like the place. And I'm pretty used to having a crew of my own, being a sea person and all. So I like family. Well, the accent's good. I like family, and having a family in Old Court instead of coming back to nothing after you're bleeding and busted would be kind of nice.
She's kind of looking at you from it takes a moment for like the words to really sink in and like what you're implying, and she kind of just like, okay, okay, yeah, okay, sure.
Well,
400
flesh
gold
out.
though. How are we supposed to arrange this? For the,
I guess-
to do the family thing.
Well, we'll have this conversation a little bit later. Perhaps maybe after the celebrations, after the holidays.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
Do you live here or do you go back to Adam?
I live here. I have family, but they live somewhere else.
How long have you been?
Longer than I can remember. How long does say Old Court has existed?
I forgot, a really long
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna say Rosé says a couple of years.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think Old Court has been here for a long time. It's just eventually
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
else. I remember.
It used to be just a bunch of settlements, and then they started forming into a village.
Yeah, but we don't exactly know how long.
I think I'd say like 10 years or so ago, maybe.
No, I think it's
We can
Let's
look
say it's
into
10
the
years.
sessions. It's not like I keep like constant notes of the
Yes,
lore.
me too.
I mean, I keep notes, but I can't keep all of them. No problem.
let's just say it's 10
fine.
years.
It's fine. We can work on this whenever we want.
This day is 10 years.
Yeah, 10, 15 years. Who knows? But yeah, she's been here a couple of years.
10
That's
years.
it. She's kind of just like she's like excited right now. She has like energy from her eyes are like bigger, and she's kind of like looking at y'all. Okay, yeah, 400 go for next yeah, we can talk about this like later. Yep, no problem. Yes.
So it's health and material, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hearth and materials.
She
which
wants the
cost-
materials to improve the hearth.
Yeah.
So half itself is 300 GP, 100 GP.
It's 400 GP in total. That's the
Yeah.
figure. That's it.
So that's just purely GP, right? Do we get push? Get them?
I think the gold
You
is
should
the
ask
idea.
her.
Basically, it's like you pay for the upgrade.
Yeah, you'll want to ask her about the riches.
Like if we try to get her the materials piece by piece at once.
Yeah, like it depends. Like maybe she has money saved up already.
So how should we go about asking?
Um.
Okay, we'll have a think and then we'll talk about it after the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
think that's
have a
good.
think.
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever deal that we make now, we'll come back to it after the festival.
Yeah, we can do it after the.
Also, I have to cut it short because everyone, guess what? I am at Papa Ridge. Ha ha ha. And they're closing.
Oh, yeah.
I like the sadness. But yeah, actually, I think we actually just finished with most things.
Just
You
a
guys
little
actually
bit
finished accounting on
more.
loot already. What else
Okay.
you want to sell?
He wants to go to Raven's archive and see what he can do.
Cool. We are at Raven's Archives. What do you want to do?
Just gonna knock on library because it's actually a library. It's not a Raven's archives place.
I mean, Raven's Archives is an archive of books. It's not
I-
necessarily like
I
a full library.
I
It's a
thought
reference
Raven's
place.
archive is
Oh yeah, it's also
library
the
is a
name of the
library.
building. It's also the name of the building.
Oh, so they just call themselves Ren Arc.
Yep.
Oh, so they own the building.
Yes.
So it's like Pustaka Negara. No.
And then
They
they call
want us-
themselves the Pustaka Nagar.
No, they're just a private. They're just a private library union, basically. That's it.
I see.
Oh.
They're just a union of mages who form their own like private reference library.
So this is like their club.
I'm sorry.
So the library is like their club.
Yeah. I mean, we explained this the last time we saw the Raven's Archives for the first time.
So I think the impression I got was there's a library, and then the mages gather there, and they call themselves Raven's Archives.
Oh no, they're a small group of mages who decided to purchase their own reference library, and they call themselves the Raven's Archives, and they call the building the Raven's Archives.
Oh, okay. Okay, now that's clear up. Okay, I go to the library.
Mhm.
I try to find.
What was her name again? Let me see. Let me just check my list for a moment. I gave her like a pretty like regular name, I remember.
Things so I didn't want to. Did anyone know?
Raven's Archive. I don't think I was
No,
there.
I was not. I was not focused.
What should we call Manny's friend's friend?
He has
friend's
no
friend.
name.
You have no idea what his name is.
The dick.
Call him Black Cloak.
Call him the pale
Call him-
fingers.
Creepy guy.
Pale fingers.
Hands.
Pale fingers. Oh, the man who sips a long time.
Not too many words.
Brown drink guy.
I will call him pale fingers. The seals.
Ward, Teresa, Magali. Did we down their name? What? Oh god. Hold on, let me see. Let me check if I wrote it down. Let me check if I wrote it down. I didn't write them down. What?
It's okay. His name is Bill
Route
Fincher.
20, please.
Just generate a name.
Not generate a name. Oh
Just
gosh.
generate a name.
Sucks. That really sucks. Oh man.
He has been a bit.
No, it's just that I think it's sometimes like
The
it has
notes
like
is
a
not
maximum of like stuff you
Properly
can write.
recorded some.
Yeah, for some reason. Let's call them Malia? M-A-L-A. Malia.
N-A-L.
M-A-L-I-A. Malia. Cool. Yeah, Malia kind of greets you. She's gonna go. Hello? Yes? Yes.
Oh yes. Remember me? I'm Cecile from.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I have some book that I interest.
She looks at them for a moment. And what do you wish in exchange?
Is there a way to?
She looks at books and looks back at you. You'd have to make considerable contributions and ensures that you're beneficial to our efforts.
Do I have to be archived to library?
Not necessarily.
So I could come in.
Yes, but for a favor, of course. You did provide us a lot of help with Abel the last time.
Yes. So
Very
is that the right book
fast
then?
work. Yes, it was. But we think you might need another task before we can trust you. The books are a great gift, of course.
Can take them as.
Okay, yeah, she's kind of just holding them. We'll contact you when we have another task ready.
Or
You'll hear from us. And she kind of just slowly closes the door. Cool. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Ta-da.
All right, we've dealt with all our loot.
Most of the loot.
Ooh.
I think some of the stuff
Our
has to be
boy
sold.
Bo
You
still
still have the wind chimes.
I think Bo has some.
You have a ton of
Yeah,
stuff as well
I
from the rest of the dungeon. You only open the chest, I think.
I still have my evocation notes, which I'm gonna do for downtime. I think steady
Yeah.
go see what I.
You got like tons of stuff to go through.
Go had like a bag of.
Yeah.
Did he take something else?
He has 3 pieces of old cured leather, a silver dagger, and bag of money.
He has a buttload of quicksilver.
And quicksilver.
The guy that ran through the entire dungeon and disarmed it with his body, but he still has the least loot.
He jumped into all the traps.
Well,
To be fair, we got
Just the
the
least
stuff
return.
because of him and his bear.
Yeah. But yeah, with that, I think we'll end the session right here and call it a night. And then we'll resume with the next session with some proper downtime actions. I'll try and figure out how we're going to do that. I think it's going to be a 2-session thing. We're going to hit the throughout the session. I think we're going to go into a festival in Elm, and we'll talk more about that in the next session. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching Dunces and Dragons.
that's great.
Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
for watching.
Whenever you see this, know that don't do anything at Papa Rich.
Oh man, I've been your DM, Waterwood Flowers. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Where will be uploaded on Shah's channel, The Little Cat, and we'll be back next week. And we'll be back. I tell you, we'll be back. I tell you, and we'll be back with next week's session with more Dunces and Dragons. In the meantime, good night and goodbye, and thanks for watching.
Yeah. Bye.
Cool. Okay, was that a car crash?